Okay, so um, talking about today um, about a huge mistake that once again the United States is making. Well, not the United States, but this Obama administration is making in going and assisting the rebels in Syria. Um, I think that this is going to have a lot of repercussions in the future um, if um, if the rebels do win and and Al Qaeda takes over in Syria. Um, Obama is a foreign policy disaster. Pretty much everything that he has done is going to hurt this country way after he is gone, if he does leave in 2016, which I don't know if that's exactly going to happen, um, because he's trying to pass an illegal immigration bill right now in Congress, and these stupid Republicans are supporting um, the immigration bill. I don't know why they're doing that, but it just shows you how weak and how we don't really have an opposition party with the Republican Party, that when they should be opposing everything that this man is doing, but they're not. And this Syria thing is just another one in the lines of huge blunders that Obama has been making with our foreign policy. Um, the interesting thing about Syria is that what's going on in Syria right now is the government, especially like in the last month or so, has been winning. Um, the army is starting to take back large portions of Syria, um, and what is happening is um, Obama decided, I mean, he has been giving them money and, non-military assistance for the last 2 years, I would say. And a lot of countries have. Turkey have been giving them assistance. A lot of the European countries have been helping these rebels, to try to overthrow Assad, which is a non-secular a leader, and these rebels. What people don't understand in America is that these rebels, they're not, they're not seeking freedom. They're not seeking, um, a better life. They're not seeking um, what the media portrays them to be seeking. What these people are seeking are the same thing that the rebels, um, whenever this Arab Spring started, um, they're seeking pretty much the same agenda, which is to establish an Islamic State. And these Islamic states, with the help of Obama, it started in Egypt, and when Obama refused to back Mubarak in Egypt, he was a friend of America. Um, he basically let him. He basically didn't support him, and he supported the Egyptian uprising, which is we now know. But I was saying this back then that we should not been be backing the uprising in Egypt, because those people were worse than the people that were in power now. And we see that in Egypt right now. Like the media is the media won't tell you, but what's going on in Egypt right now, and in Libya too, when Obama overthrew Gaddafi, is that the Islamists have taken over in both of those countries, in Tunisia too. And you see that you see Christians, you're seeing people being murdered. Um, you're seeing basically tyranny in these countries, and this was supposed to be about freedom. This was supposed to be about democracy, and it's not. Um, But what is going on in this week though, what is going on in Turkey is exactly the opposite of what happened in Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, and many of these other Arab countries. What's going on in Turkey is the Turkish people are rejecting a move towards Islamization of the country. And that's why Obama has stayed quiet and he hasn't said anything about Turkey because it's not because it doesn't fit the agenda of what he believes. People don't understand I think Obama is a Muslim, and that's why he's siding with many of these Islamics, these Islamists in the Middle East. I mean, he's supporting them. Um, but but the thing about Syria, though, let's hope that Assad doesn't fall, and let's hope that the military can regain control of the country, and that these rebels that Obama, is supporting, they can be defeated because, um, this is not going to be good for the United States if we have all these countries being taken over by radical Muslims. Um, it- this is how this is what happened in Afghanistan in the 80s when the Taliban took over, and then the rise of Al Qaeda and 9/11. Same thing is going to happen, I think, now. I think that there's these uprisings that America is supporting is going to end up biting them back whenever these people, they get into power and they start supporting, which we're already doing right now, which we're already start supporting terrorism, and this is a mistake. America should not be supporting Al Qaeda in Syria. America should have never supported the rebels in Libya, which we now know was Al Qaeda. And Libya is becoming, Libya is a failed state, just like Egypt. The Egyptian government that Obama put in power is killing Christians. They're driving out the Jews. They're doing many things to violate, human rights. So, I mean, I don't. This entire Arab Spring thing. This is not about freedom. Uh, this is about making these countries Islamist states, and it's amazing that Obama is this stupid, and that especially the liberals and people in this country and in the media are so retarded that they think that this is a movement towards freedom, which it isn't. But I do think that in Syria, though, I do think that Assad is going to win, and I don't think that Obama is going to succeed, even if he does help the rebels. The only way the rebels are going to succeed in Syria is if the U.S. military gets involved, and I think that's the only way that the tide can turn. But I think the tide right now is moving towards, is on the side of the Syrian army and the Syrian government. So let's hope that that they win in Syria, and these Islamists and these Al Qaeda rebels are not successful in taking over the country. All right.